I could not be a harder supporter of Jimmy Fallon, pro Jimmy Fallon. And I don't even have to say this, but watch this video, and I'm sure everyone will be like, will be on my side.
A new bombshell about Jimmy Fallon and his toxic, erratic, and allegedly drunken behavior on set of the Tonight Show was just released.
First of all, toxic and erratic is like, we talked about this before the podcast. If you're going to come with some allegations about anybody, your job, you have to say, unfortunately, you have to say something concrete. You have to say something concrete. You said, my boss punched me in the face. Andrew's laughing, but doesn't want to laugh, and I don't know why. That's
because I punch him in the face all the time.
Yeah. You have to say, my boss said, "Oh, you look terrible in that outfit. Don't come to work." And
also
you have to
text Andrew.
Yeah, you have to say. You can't say, "I was emotionally fearful. It was a toxic work environment." You have to show why.
Well, toxic is a subjective.
Very subjective.
It's I feel like it is instead of it.
Traumatic is subjective. Triggered, subjective. Anything, you have to say something. Jimmy, if you said Jimmy Fallon took out a knife in the kitchen and stabbed me.
Yeah.
Jimmy Fallon had the microphone and beat me over the head with it.
Yeah.
All right, keep going.
I would also add that I would describe his comedy as erratic.
Yeah. I would describe Jimmy Fallon as erratic.
That's who he is.
Also, but before we get even to do, your boss is not your friend.
Fair.
They're not.
Yeah.
We're here to make money. I have employees. You have employees. Andrew is gonna have people report to him.
Yep.
They're not. We are friends.
Yep.
I hope we all get along.
Yep.
But we're here for a purpose. And if we're not, we can be buddies.
Yeah.
I hope we are buddies.
It's a bonus.
That's a bonus.
Yeah.
You're here to get a job done. And it's where if we don't make money, this job doesn't exist.
Yep.
And that line gets blurred a little bit sometimes. We're all right, keep watching. Do you want me to pause during, or do you want me to wait till the end?
You can pause during.
Okay, keep
That's
going.
fine. I haven't seen this whole thing yet, so I'm excited to walk through it.
Just read the whole story, so I'm going to break it down for you here. The Rolling Stone article features interviews with 16 former and current Tonight Show staffers. For starters, everyone on set of The Tonight Show recognized that there are good Jimmy Fallon days and bad Jimmy Fallon days.
Pause.
During one 27...
Everyone. Every human.
Everyone.
Every human.
Everyone realized
Everybody.
Yeah.
Person. You have a good day and bad day. Everybody. Keep going.
Rehearsal in particular, a bunch of staffers talked about a moment where Jimmy was possibly drunk in front of the audience.
Pause.
It was apparently so...
Everybody. Every
Who hasn't
person
been drunk on national TV?
Every person, or not. Okay, and you also understand the stakes of this show. It's the Tonight Show, the New York City breaking news. It's every day. Trying to think a higher stress job, a more stressed job.
Blind guy crossing the street.
Blind guy crossing the street. I was stressed watching.
Yeah.
I mean, this is in terms of workplace environment that's probably not going to be calm and chill. And let me check on your mental health is going to be the Tonight Show. Also, hey, everybody gather around. Everybody gather around. This is not slavery. Any job, I could probably be talked into the other perspective on this. Every job is you can leave. You can leave it. I'm not talking about it like my boss was toxic for 7 years. What? No, you can't. No, you either can go somewhere else, or your boss can't be toxic for 7 years.
Yeah,
I could be talked in the other perspective. That might sound a little bit harsh,
for sure.
That people are like, "There's no other where to go," or "I couldn't get another job."
Right,
but.
Or like, have you heard of Stockholm Syndrome? And like,
yeah. Wow, Andrew. I mean, good point.
Yeah,
and then laughs.
Yeah. He just goes, "What losers suffer from that?" You know?
Have you heard of Stockholm Syndrome? Nice, dude. All right, keep going.
So bad to the point where Jimmy couldn't even remember things he had just done. And a lot of staffers thought that the series would be terminated right there. In fact, multiple
Stop, dude. If you thought the series was going to be terminated right there, go. That's when you put your application in.
That's when you leave.
That's when you leave.
Yeah.
I thought I could I could debunk this article in 4 seconds. In 4 seconds.
I'm laughing at the idea that maybe he's just doing bits this whole time. And
Yeah.
like he has this like alter ego bit that he does.
Yeah.
And everybody he works with just isn't funny, so they don't get it.
They're like, what? Yeah, that's
They're like, well, sometimes you get good Jimmy, sometimes you get bad Jimmy. And he's like, yeah, bad Jimmy's the bit.
Yeah,
Like,
that's the bit. Yeah, it's a.
He's like, I'm referencing Ellen DeGeneres.
Yeah,
That's
I was doing an impression. Yeah. Okay, and this actually, you know what is also true about this? This makes me call into question the Ellen DeGeneres stuff too.
Sure.
They're like, oh, okay, wait.
I don't know the details. Of
I don't
that,
know.
but-
I don't either. But like, oh, so you just employee there and you didn't like it, and it's like all the church deconstructionists. Oh, you worked there for 15 years, now you don't work there anymore, and you're like, okay, all right. What did we just? Oh, they thought the show was going to be ended at any time. No, you didn't, because it's the Tonight Show, and it's been around as long as you've been alive, and as long as I've been alive.
Yeah, they would have just got rid of Jimmy if that wasn't working.
Yeah, not the Tonight Show.
Yeah,
and you would have had your job.
It's had 1 million hosts.
Yeah, keep going.
Employees claimed to have smelled alcohol on Jimmy's breath several times while at work.
No problem.
The series had
Lit.
9 different showrunners.
Hold on,
and
pause. Sounds pretty
Savage Jimmy.
Hey, let me check. Oh, the comedian. Oh, he's a comedian. Oh, he's a comedian. Oh, so every comedian at work. Have you ever seen a comedy show? You know what's on the stool? Alcohol.
Yeah.
They drink alcohol. It's funnier. No problem. I got no problem so far.
Because for some reason you don't really think of Jimmy Fallon as a comic.
Yeah.
But like
the
the whole thing is comedy.
Yeah.
I don't really watch the Tonight Show, but the whole
comedy.
point is
Now, if
funny,
you smelled alcohol in Lester Holt's breath, you might be like, hey,
Yeah,
this is
Lester
the news.
Holt.
That's like the nightly news guy.
Oh, yeah.
I watch it because it comes on after Lydia on NBC.
Nice.
Lester, I don't know. It's like
Nice.
Tom Brokaw. I don't know, whoever does the news.
Yeah.
Tucker Carlson.
Tucker Carlson. No.
Yeah.
Well, maybe we
He's a couple zins deep, dude. Tucker. Yes. Tucker's on the zinnies. Okay, keep going.
last 9 years, which is pretty unheard of. And they, along with Jimmy
Tucker Carlson.
Carlson. Nice, dude. Worth the
Fallon,
pause.
belittle and intimidate employees. They said Jimmy would often have out.
Stop, dude. Belittle and intimidate employees. Grow up, dude. Hey, I need that on my. I need the bit. I need it in the teleprompter. Oh, he's belittling, intimidate. No. The show we film at 4:30.
It's a stressful work
So we
environment.
need it.
Yeah.
We need it. Do better.
Do
better.
Any nightly entertainment,
This is
news studio
absurd.
settings, like all of that is
Yeah.
going to be the most, especially in New York.
It's high stress.
That's the highest
It's
stress
high stress.
jobs in entertainment.
Yes.
Either get with it or get out.
Get out. Keep going.
Bursts as well, and people would often complain to HR. It was allegedly so awful that the celebrity dressing rooms were often referred to as the crying rooms.
I'll call a pause. Before
You go or I'll go.
You go.
No, you go.
No,
You go.
you go.
Yeah, dude. Celebrity. These are how are you not embarrassed, dude? Are you not? I'm not even trying to. It's so embarrassing for an adult to say I got to go into the cry room because my boss has made me. This is so embarrassing, and they're anonymous. They're not. All the sources are anonymous because. Of course they are. Yeah. Whenever anybody tried to cancel me, anonymous. I'm sure they are anonymous because they don't want to, for fear of what?
The crying rooms, dude.
For fear of being made fun of. That's like me saying mommy.
Mhm.
That's this person.
Yeah.
For fear of, yes, you should be, I don't want to say shamed because, but that's embarrassing.
Yeah.
They were known as the cry. Imagine going in there. I have to go in here and cry. Get out. Leave, please leave.
Not a good environment for you. Look out for yourself.
Dude,
Leave.
Go. Get out of here.
Like even if throw all the shame.
Gosh, I wish I
not
could
a good
say this
environment.
louder.
Leave.
But yeah, keep going. Go.
I was gonna say.
My bad.
Went to everything went to HR. Countless reports to HR.
Okay.
HR never did anything.
Yeah.
So do we trust the system? If we trust the system, it probably wasn't that big a deal.
Yeah.
Then.
No, what are they trying now? Okay, this all research, the Rolling Stone put their guy on it.
Yeah.
And they did all this research. It's like me. But like they did all this research.
Right.
And you have sexting? Well, okay. If you did all the research and this is the bombshell,
Yeah.
get out.
Yeah.
Don't.
I'm waiting for it to get bad.
Yeah,
That's essentially where I'm at. Like, where's the make it bad?
Basically, that's where staffers would go to cry when they were mistreated. Christine Andoli, the author of this piece, reached out to 80 current and former staffers in total. Not a single person had a positive thing to say about working on The Tonight Show.
I don't believe that.
I don't believe that. Pause. You reached out to 80. And these are like ex-girlfriends.
Mm-hmm.
We reached out to all ex-girlfriends.
You did say former and current. I do want to say that, but yes, keep going.
Well, hey, you know what you're writing a story about? Jimmy Fallon's toxic behavior? Yeah, I had no comment.
Yeah.
The people that work there, I'm good. I don't want to put anything into this. I don't want to put my name into, even if I said, I love Jimmy Fallon, he's a great boss. Well, it's like every documentary.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they're not including that.
I also wonder if they cherry picked the current and they only used current employees that they knew already were disgruntled.
What's the guy, we talked about that with the Hillsong pastor, Carl Lentz. He goes, yeah, I don't know. I went to Hillsong and I thought he was attractive and I DM'd him and we like had a little mutual like flirty conversation and then I forgot about it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we're not including that. We need you to be traumatized and we need you to be in therapy for the rest, or just make that up.
Yeah.
At least make it up. Or I can't even look at a cross anymore without, that's the comment we need.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Give us the soundbite.
You reached out to 80 and this is what you got?
Yeah.
That's embarrassing for this Rolling Stone. It's embarrassing for Rolling Stone.
Yeah.
You reach out to 80 and this is what you got?
You couldn't find something really.
I have PTSD from this.
Yeah.
From my own story. Keep going.
Though several did praise Jimmy for his general comedic and hosting talents.
Okay. So not what you said.
Okay. Not what you said. So different. Praised him for a comedic and hosting talent. So doing his job.
Didn't have one positive thing to say. However, a lot of them did praise him for his comedic and hosting talents.
Which is, hey, if you're like looking at the job description for the Tonight Show, hosting abilities and comedic talents. Those are the two. Those are the two things.
Check and check.
I've already spent way too much time on this article, but I'm so pissed. Keep going.
16 of those staffers agreed to go on the record as long as their names weren't attached in fear of retaliation.
Okay,
And
embarrassing. First of all, retaliation for what?
16 of 80, by the way.
Yeah. In fear of what?
Retaliation.
Losing your job? You should. Mm-hmm. You should absolutely lose your job. And then if I'm going into the gym or the deli or wherever, I was like, dude, aren't you the cry room guy? Are you the cry room guy? Yeah, I would want to be anonymous too. Are you the cry room guy? Dude, I know you. Fry, where are you the Tonight Show? No, you're the cry.
It's crazy to think too that like this is bigger than just this one instance.
Yeah.
Like all it takes is one of those sources to say like, oh yeah, they were called the cry rooms.
Yeah.
And then they can run with that.
Yeah.
They might be the only person who calls them the cry rooms.
Yeah. Probably for one. Yeah, that's it. And you're like, oh, I got one.
Right.
I got one. Yeah. That's crazy that these people are like, what I like about this podcast is they're so emboldened. They think that they're right.
On the net, it's a positive.